I'm Barbara Jennings, and this is my YouTube channel, Short Sale Advisors and Real Estate Consultants. And what we do, we talk everything about short sales. And today I've got Joe Vance so we're here with Joe Vance with
KJD Resolutions
company. He is the sole owner of this company, and what the company is all about, it's about short sales and negotiating the short sale on your behalf. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about short sale options and a story or two about some short sale that we've actually helped people.
Yep.
You know, because Joe's been doing short sales now since early 2000. I kind of came in the game a little bit later, 2006, and this is way back when we had the stack. Remember this,
yes.
Joe? We had a stack of paper, and every single piece of paper that we had to fax to the bank had little sticky with your loan number on it, and then we had to put it in there, like, the technology.
And if it wasn't in order, they wouldn't accept it.
Yes, everything. Or the
ridiculous.
Fax machine got jammed up, and then you would be there as an agent or, you know, Joe's assistant at the company.
She was really upset.
Yeah, she was definitely upset. Patricia was not happy.
That's my assistant, and she, you know, we got to get a new fax machine.
Yeah, but it's not. It was just what the banks wanted.
Yeah, it's just what the banks wanted. And you know, the process has thankfully changed since then, making it a little easier. You know, they didn't ask everything for your blood type to, you know, your DNA.
Yeah, so
samples.
things have definitely have changed over the years. So if that's you, if you want to find more information about the short sale, stay tuned, and remember to stay to the end and smash that like button, because it helps with our algorithms to get these videos out to people that really need to know what the short sale is, what the forbearance is, what's the deferment, you know, all your different options, everything in between. And most importantly, click that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified every single time that we're putting new videos out, because we're getting people all the time that are reaching out, they're calling us, they're shooting us a text, they're sending us an email, they're filling out the little authorization form online to find out what their options are. So that's what we're talking about in today's video. What are the short sale options?
That's
and
right.
a story or two in between.
That's right. I got plenty of those.
Yes, we do.
Yeah. So, you know, the like, going off what you're just saying, the process is a lot easier than it used to be. Every short sale is different, like I said, but basically every short sale lender wants the basic documents. They want the authorization letter, number one, to talk to me and you.
Number one, most important before
we can't do anything
before
unless
anything
you give permission
happens.
to talk to us.
Yes. I've heard people, they're like, hey, you know, once we get it in the MLS, then we'll send the authorization form out. No, as soon as I talk to you, as soon as Joe talks to you, we're getting that authorization sent over to Patricia, and she's going to do her little due diligence and work her little tail off for you.
That's right. So also the bank is going to want your bank statements. Last 60 days, okay? And that's important. And every time, you know, a short sale should not be taking longer than 90 days. And, you know, that's why they ask for 60-day bank statements. Also, they ask for your last 2-year tax returns.
There you go.
And your last 30-day pay stubs.
And if for some reason you are not working and or you don't have bank statements,
that's okay.
We've got a little form.
Yep, you fill
All
it out.
you do is you fill it out and you let them know, hey, not working, don't pay my taxes. We send them in and done.
Also, if you are lost a loved one who had a property that you can't sell for what it's owed, I have a lot of homeowners that do short sales that are left a property. They're inherited a property. They can't sell it for what it's owed because the price isn't there, so they short sale it.
There you go.
And they can, you know, get away, you know, help it out by getting a full forgiveness of the debt, not letting the property go to foreclosure. They can do a short sale, and it's a lot easier when it's that way.
Yeah, most definitely.
You don't have to no bank statements, no pay stubs. It's just I need the probate paperwork if there is any, showing that you're the heir. You know, the death certificate, and that's all we need. But again,
and why would they want to? Why would they want to do a short sale as opposed to just wait until the market changes?
Well, because they're gonna have to maintain payments. Usually, if you have somebody that passed away, they usually have a mortgage, and
most people do, especially in today. And if they don't have a mortgage, what else would they be paying?
Property taxes.
Yes, property tax. And in Virginia, there just seems to just keep going up.
And they can foreclose you. They can foreclose on you if you're due on your property taxes. The state can and county can foreclose.
Yeah. So even more reason to comment below or give us a call so we can get that information out to you, depending upon your situation, because everybody's situation is different. So I don't care what story that you've heard from back way in 2005 and 6 and so forth. Everybody's like, short sales is a nightmare. Short sales are this. No. They're only that way is if you let them, and you're not working with professional people like Joe and Barbara.
Yeah, I'll tell you, I have a client right now that I got. She was trying to do a short sale on her own. It was a local realtor here in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And she was on I'm going on month 4. And wasn't getting the answer she needed. And it's
so frustrating.
Yeah, and it was a medium-sized bank. And she said, I would sit on hold for hours and hours, and then I'd get a voicemail. She would get so frustrated.
That's what they do. That's what they do to you if you don't have the connection. Because I too, before I joined Joe's team, was in that same situation that he is speaking of.
Yeah. So, and she would sit on hold, and if she got somebody, it was always, it's in process. When you do a short sale, one of the things the bank does, you send them all your documents, your bank statements, your pay stubs, everything we mentioned before, and the bank will send somebody out to do a BPO, a broker price opinion, and that's important. Okay.
Very, very important.
A BPO is the bank's value. They get their value from that. It's called a broker price opinion. So they send an actual local realtor that's not involved in the transaction. They pay them a fee to go out.
And it's not much.
It's like
not much.
$25.
$25, and unfortunately, there are people out there that just take way too many of these broker price opinions. And if the agent does not meet that broker price opinion, agent out of the house, then they may not be getting that valuation that we're looking for. So if you're working with me and we're doing a short sale, guarantee I'm going to be at that property. I'm going to see.
Yeah. And that's important because a lot of, not saying anything negative about, not everybody does this, but there's some of them that don't really go to the house. They'll go online and look at the last 3 houses that sold. Well, those last 3 houses that sold may be totally different houses.
Yeah.
Maybe, a 3-bedroom compared to a 2-bedroom, and they're pricing it with your house, which is not the same house. So the importance of you meeting them there, that means they have to show up. And say, and
feel like they're meeting me there at the house, at your property, especially if you're still living in it, because that's the best. That's the best scenario. Most likely it's going to be a real estate agent. They have to have at least 2 years experience to do these broker price opinions. So you're not like getting a new person that's newly licensed, or you'll get an appraiser that comes out. That's the best case.
Also, just to add on to that, if it's a government loan like a VA loan or FHA loan, it is an appraiser. It's not a realtor. I should put that. Only conventional loans have realtors that come out.
There you go.
FHA, VA, all the government loans actually have a real appraiser, which those, they do a little bit more detailed work. And they'll look at things that say, so we have a lot of houses that have damage. And you get it on the market and, the price drops because there's mold. And that puts it in a short sale.
All kinds of things. So
things can happen.
I've already been into your house. I already know. I've asked you about everything. So I'm going to make an as-is repair, sheet. So I'm going to have all these
You're not responsible for any of the difference. So what they do is just take it out of the sales price.
But I'm going to meet that appraiser, and I'm going to give him that so I can help him, and he's going to be very thankful that I've helped him do his job. So he didn't have to ask you again because you're already frustrated, and you probably just not really going to remember everything that you need to. So we've already gone through that, and we've got that on the paper, so we just hand it to them. So makes our job easier.
Absolutely. And I work with a lot of investors that buy short sales. That, and they say, Joe, I just bought this investment property. It needs a new roof. It needs new paint. And it's got some structural damage. I'm only made an offer at this. Can you help me get the bank to realize, they're going to have to put money into this? And that's something we strived on, and we've become really good at it. And what I mean by that is we know who to talk to. So if there's a problem at a bank, we know we're not going to sit on hold for 2 hours. There's a number I can call, upper management, the ombudsman's office. Like I said, I have a contact for.
We got resources, baby. So when you're working with Joe
if you're an investor, and if you're an investor and you want to look for investment properties, make sure you call us because we're going to get you the best price for your investment property as well.
Yeah, and we're going to help you craft that offer that you're submitting into the bank so they like your offer. And if you're, because I know in the past we've gotten offers that were like super low. Yeah. So, and they're like, well, this is wrong, this is wrong. So you're going to do, like I said for the appraiser, you're going to do for the bank with your offer in as-is repair. So you're going to have estimates on what it's going to cost for a roof, and you're going to have estimates and invoices from people. And so you have a complete package that they don't have to do any work. They can see right here, hey,
if you take over this property, you're going to have to fix this, this, and this, and this, and this.
Yeah, and you already have estimates, from local contractors and stuff. Because if you're an investor, you've got some connections, and if you don't have any connections, we've got some connections.
That's right.
To get you people into the house to submit a complete package on the first go.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's important. And it's all about who you know in this industry with short sales. I have, like I said, a client that had a realtor in Fredericksburg. She was with 4 months. I took over the file. I got it approved in 20 days because she was calling the wrong number. She was calling the customer service line, which doesn't even work on the short sales. So I made one phone call and said, look, these people have been doing this for 90 days, almost 4 months.
Joe's your man.
Can we get this thing run down? And we got it done and got it approved. And another thing, like I said, this is so important. If you don't use us, just make sure you do your homework because the bad guys are getting smarter. I always tell people. And there's a lot of scams out there that really home in on people that are in danger of losing their homes. So they know that you're desperate. And they want to hear that you're going to keep your house, and they'll tell you they're really good salesmen.
They've had this crafted because they're really their con artists.
They make you feel like everything's going to go away. All you got to do is just sign here and pay us this money, and you're going to keep.
And
your
you're
house.
Just so frustrated. We've
you're
had
like,
so many
we
people.
promised. Finally, somebody's telling me good news. I'll pay whatever to keep my house. Just please do your homework. Call the bank. Call your mortgage company. And say, hey, this guy said he can do this. Is this really happening? Because the banks on the actually application that you fill out, it'll say in bold print, do not prepay any money to any third parties to negotiate your short sale. And that's on every application. Yeah. I don't care if they tell you they're the top attorney in Virginia. Just please look into it. I can't stress that enough. I've dealt with so many people that have had their houses taken from them because they trusted someone that they didn't know.
Yeah.
And I cannot stress that enough. My heart's been broken because I kind of wear my heart on my sleeve, and I really, get into this with all my heart. And I see it all the time. People call me, I raised my children here. This person said, and the foreclosure is tomorrow. Some of them I can stop, some of them I can't, and it's heartbreaking. It really is.
It really is because way back when, before I met Joe, I was doing those short sales myself as well, and I remember getting up at 5:30 in the morning because I had to be on the phone at 6 o'clock to stop a foreclosure, and I'm there and I'm on hold.
You get that right because it wasn't that busy at 6 a.m. So
it wasn't. I had to get on the wait list to actually when they opened at 7 or 8, whenever it was, and I just left it ringing and ringing and ringing. I stopped and got my coffee and got my gas in the morning. Got to the office, my phone's still ringing. People were like, "Who are you talking? Who are you waiting on?" Well, the bank, of course. But it's sad because if you're not working with the right professional and the right team, then you could lose your house, and you don't need, and you really don't need to.
There's no reason for it. And if the banks do help people. You hear that all these bad things about banks. It's just you've got to give them notice. That's why they put the forbearance program in with Corona. That's why they have all these programs with the loan modifications and things like that. They will help you, but you've got to get there in time. You can't wait till the last minute.
And you had to have filled out your correct paperwork. So when the moratorium stopped in November. We're seeing people now that are getting foreclosed on, not from the March of 2020, but sooner because they did not do the paperwork. They just thought they saw on TV, hey, the government said, guess what? You don't have to make any house payments.
They're not foreclosing anymore on property. So
they're not doing that. So, but they didn't realize they actually had to go out to the bank's website or make a phone call and make sure that was documented, that was indeed what you wanted to do with your property, and they send you a form and you would have to sign something. So it wasn't just a blank slate. So if you're out there and you did a deferment or you did the forbearance, you're going to make sure that you give us a call ASAP, because these banks right now, they're overloaded. They don't want to do the foreclosure process because it costs them so much money. They really would prefer to do the short sale. And right now, before the market shifts totally the other way, we can run your numbers and we might be able to actually get you out of your home, because the equity in the market
it may not be a short sale. It may be a regular sale.
It just may be a regular sale. But until we see you and meet with you and come to your house and let you know what the market is doing the day that we actually get there, and give you a range, and we get that property on the market within that next 7 days, so we can actually get it closed. Because other things that are going to start affecting your home's value are these interest rates.
Yes,
they've already creeped up. We're above 5% now.
Like 5% right now.
In May, first week in May, the Feds are meeting again. They're going to raise it at least another 0.5%. So right now, we're probably going to be looking at close to 6% interest rates come May. They could be a little bit higher, depending upon your credit score.
It's going to drop house values too.
House values, we already see the red flags come in. The new construction properties that people 6-8 months ago, they're like, hey, this is great. 2.5-3% interest rate. I'll wait for my house to be built. Well, guess what? Now some of those people are not qualified to actually purchase their house. That's really disappointing. So now they're looking for a resale at a lower price, because they can't afford the house that they actually contracted on. So we can get you that information and find out whether you're a short sale candidate and or a resale candidate, whatever the case may be. And if you do the short sale, we have not touched on that relocation money yet. So what is that? I would like a little relocation money.
Relocation is, it's not guaranteed to everybody. Okay, I should say that right now. So it's not guaranteed that you're going to get qualification money, but working with us, you have a better chance to get it, because we know what to ask for. And it's a good chance you're going to get it, because again, the banks save money when they do a short sale. They want to try to get more people to do it. So, we put it in immediately. When we run the numbers, when we send it out to the bank, it's up to $10,000. $10,000 is the max. I've got people $1,500 I've got them $10,000. Now, of course, we try to get to the full 10 grand right away. It just depends if you qualify for it. When I mean qualify for it, do you really need the help? Like if you're looking and you're doing a short sale and you got $100,000 in your bank checking account, they're not going to do it. But if you're struggling,
definitely not. I mean, you may be a candidate for a short sale.
Right, you'd be a short sale.
Even if you have that money in your bank.
I should say,
especially 401ks and stuff like that.
And if you have money in 401k, some banks don't even ask to see that. Actually,
which is a good thing.
It's a good thing,
because that is supposed to be your retirement.
It's supposed to be retirement, and actually in the beginning they wanted to see it, but things have changed throughout the years.
That's why you need to stay in touch with us on this channel to make sure that you're up to date on all the latest and the greatest things that the banks and the government are putting out there and requesting from you guys, because they're forever changing. I mean, it's not like it was back in 2000.
It's not. And if there's something you want to know about, put a question on the YouTube channel, and next video we'll answer all your questions. Hey, maybe we should do a live Q&A day soon. That's right. Let's do it. So hey, if you guys want a live Q&A with Joe Vance and Barbara Jennings, you comment below. We get enough people that want a live. We're going to do a live for you guys. That's right.
There you go.
Cool.
That will be our next video. So as always, remember to tap that subscribe button and click the little bell so you get notified of all the new videos that we're putting out. And if you have a question, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. Check the description down below for all the different links that are out there. Joe's website, our website, all the good things. We have a Facebook page as well for some other resources. So, forgot, they got to smash that like button,
Smash the like button, please do that.
We want to get our information.
We want to get information out there. We're one of the good guys trying to help people. And I'm not saying, we just want more people to get help and get the right help. And
that's right.
And kind of just, this is my home. I really want to help homeowners in this area. This is something, like I said, close to my heart. So click the like button and we'll talk to you soon, hopefully.
There you go. See you on the next video.